This is the Kamen Rider OOO's SH Figuarts.
This is another video of where I review something that I bought irresponsibly. This line of Figuarts is the Shinkocchou, I'm too brown to pronounce that. Now the box art for these figures have a nice clean and sleek look to it. They've definitely gone for a more high-end look here. Here's a quick look at the back. Now let's open it up. It's empty, because I've already taken the figure out. Here's the figure and it looks amazing. Just like you, my loyal viewer, I am not holding your family hostage in my basement, forcing you to subscribe and watch my content. That would be silly. The proportions on this figure look just right, and all the designs and paintwork on it looks absolutely stunning. It looks like he was ripped out straight from the show. Here's a quick look at the back, not much going on there. The head sculpt looks amazing, and you've got the grid pattern underneath the eyes. I cannot get over how great his chest area looks. Everything about this figure is just absolutely stunning. The legs look great as well, and they did a great job with the driver despite it being so small. And you can move the belt up and down just like in the show. One thing I do have mixed feelings about is that these medals in here are actually removable, and we will get to that later in the video. You can even take the scanner out. I'm amazed at the detail they got on the front and back of this scanner. Now just for fun, we can compare the driver on the figure to the deluxe driver that I have. They replicated the detail on this very well. All the patterns and paintwork are pretty much the same. Here's a comparison of the scanners side by side. You can see they even replicated the patterns on the scanner very well. They even managed to get the ridges on there, and the design on the back is there as well. Mine is all scratched up because I got it used, just like your mom. The replication of the figure from the show is done extremely well. It comes with this little thing so you can take out the medals. And for that, I want to be very careful because I don't want to lose these pieces. So I'm going to put this box right over here, and you just poke these out from underneath. Okay, we got one of them out. Now let's get this one out. Oh, you definitely want to be very careful when poking these out. Here's a closer look at the coins, and they are so tiny. It doesn't really show that well on camera, but each of the medals do have the symbols on there. And the medals do have the lines on the other side. And once you put them back in, they tend to stay in pretty well. Now I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how I feel about having accessories that tiny, because that just means they're gonna be really easy to lose. For example, I had the kneecap come off of Kabuto and I still can't find it, and that is much bigger than the medals. Now this figure does come with a good amount of accessories. This is where the coins were, you had to take them out. Comes with this sword, which has a lot of great paintwork and detail on it. This right here can move, and you can pop this out right here. Place this in there. Here's a quick look at that. All the main medals for his Tatoba form. Place that in. Carefully snap it in place, and there you go. It initially comes with these arms on both sides, but I opted to do the ones with the claws out instead for one of the arms. And to replace the arms, you just pull one of them off, and then you can put the other arm on. But we might need to give him a hand first. We can just put a simple fist hand on them, and there you go. These claw pieces can only move back and forth just a little bit, so that's why it comes with separate arm pieces. Now, in addition to his fist hands, he comes with an open hand for him to hold the sword, a pointing hand to grabby open hands. He comes with two hands to hold the scanner with, and you can have him do it with either hand, although he mostly does it with his right hand. And lastly, two hands for holding the medals. And I don't want to risk taking them out again. Now, these parts right here are removable, so you can swap it out with his other forms. Just pop it off like that, but unfortunately I don't have any of the other forms. I'm not made of money. I'm made of anxiety, and you definitely want to be careful around the chest area because you don't want any of that paint rubbing off. Now for articulation, the head can look left and right, but I don't want to try to force it to go 360, and it is also on a ball joint. The elbow pads have a little bit of movement to them. You can bring his arms out by that much. The arms can move all the way around, and it's on a ball joint. Arm can bend. There's movement for the biceps. The biceps can spin all the way around. This optional accessory can only move about that much, and the arms can spin around all the way, and they are on a ball joint. This right here can move. It's got some ab movement. The legs can spread about that much, and the legs right here can move. Legs can go up that high, and you can bring them all the way back like that, bend that much, and the feet can move up and down and twist around. Since it is a figure art, most of it is ball joints, which is great. And for comparison's sakes, I'm totally not just trying to make the video longer. Here it is next to Kamen Rider Build. Here it is next to Forze. Here it is next to XL from the same line. This is probably also one of my favorite figure arts. And here it is next to the super imaginative Chogokin line of Kamen Rider OOOs. Overall, this figure is definitely worth the price of your firstborn. And let me know if you guys want to see more tokusatsu reviews in the comments below. Also check out my Patreon where you can support me for $1 a month, and I'll be posting my toy photography there. And check out whatever this video here is that YouTube recommends to you of mine.